I call Pedro Pascal a DILF and think he's my cool, slutty father. Yep, I am your cool, slutty daddy.
After playing the role of the Mandalorian in the Star Wars series, Pedro Pascal continued taking up fatherhood roles in video game adaptation, The Last of Us, which made him become the fans' internet daddy. Here are Pedro Pascal moments that proves he is our coolest internet's daddy. During an interview to promote their movie, Pedro Pascal was challenged to give a dad joke to his co-star Bella Ramsey, and it turned out to be a dark joke.
Why did the monkey fall out of the tree? Because it was dead.
During the interview, Pedro Pascal was asked what Grogu's first words would be, and he gave a very sweet response to it.
Oh my gosh, what are his first words? It has to be daddy.
Daddy?
What is zaddy?
Oh, a zaddy is like, it's like a level above daddy. Like, it's like a, yeah.
Well, then Grogu's got to say zaddy.
In an interview, Pedro Pascal shares his 10 essences, one of which is reading a long book. One of his favorites is The Magic Mountain, and the way he reviews the book is very hilarious.
With little print so that people think you're smart, but you don't read this shit. I am reading this. It's The Magic Mountain by Thomas Mann. It's basically a 706-page book about death.
While taking the lie detector test, they asked Pedro Pascal who was the bigger daddy between him and Oscar Isaac, and his response was very impressive.
I'm a bigger daddy than him. I'm older than him. Although he's a real daddy. He's got kids and I don't. But daddy is a state of mind, you know what I'm saying? I'm your daddy.
A video had gone viral on the internet where Pedro Pascal had a Zoom meeting with actor Paul Giamatti. In the video, Pedro was seen laughing hysterically, then crying. Many people were worried that he was going mad.
Look how beautiful I am as I climb.
Hey, what's going on?
It turned out to be a virtual script reading for Kevin Artique's play, My Ruination. And the video proved how amazing Pedro's acting skills are.
My name is Raphael Nixon.
Nixon? Any relation?
No. I function as Director of Research for the committee.
To promote their movie, Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey did a Q&A interview, and Bella asked him what item from the Game of Thrones that he would like to bring to The Last of Us.
I really loved my robe because it looked awesome.
Right. I think that would be good in the apocalypse.
Swish my way through it. Flash!
During an interview to promote their movie Kingsman: The Golden Circle, Pedro Pascal and Taron Egerton were asked about the stories of their drinking habit. And then Pedro described what he's like when he's drunk.
I'll tell you right now. You get me really, 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 really drunk, and this is what you get.
Oh, you get sleepy.
I just get smiley. Smiley, happy. We can make out, you know.
While taking a lie detector test, Pedro Pascal had to answer several questions with honesty, one of which was whether he considers himself a heartthrob or not.
Do you think you're a heartthrob?
I don't think
He's lying.
Really? That's right. Yes, I am. Yes, I'm a heartthrob.
Do you ever look at Instagram accounts devoted to you being a heartthrob when you're feeling down?
Yes, I do.
What's your favorite account?
It's called Pedro Pascal Fan Account.
During an interview on The Late Late Show, James Corden and Daisy Edgar Jones were talking about the music festival.
I know you're a big fan of live music. Have you been to many music festivals?
I've been to a fair few, actually.
Pedro Pascal, who was sitting beside Daisy, didn't seem to understand what they were talking about, but he was just happy to be there.
So I missed the boat.
What is all this? What are you talking about?
Festivals. Have you been to Coachella?
No.
No.
The last thing I went to was Lollapalooza.
Oh, Lollapalooza. Yeah, that's a great festival.
Yes,
that's
I
right,
saw
Rev.
Cypress Hill.
Well, it does, but it's not really what it is.
While doing a Wired autocomplete interview, Pedro Pascal and Oscar Isaac were answering the most searched questions on the internet, one of which was who does Oscar Isaac look like? And then Pedro said that he looks like a Muppet.
Who does Oscar Isaac look like. I remember who you look like.
Who's that?
That Muppet I told you about.
What Muppet?
The grumpy eagle.
The grumpy eagle.
Remember?
Because the eyebrows?
While doing an interview to promote his film, Narcos, which is a TV series about drug lord Pablo Escobar, the host asked Pedro Pascal about his Spanish on the series, and his response proved that no matter what interview he was in, he just couldn't be sarcastic.
This is your first Spanish-speaking role, and you speak Spanish, but you had to brush up on it, right?
I did very much. My Spanish doesn't usually involve conversations about investigating drug cartels. It's usually complaining to my sister that my dad hasn't called me back.
During his appearance in the community table read, where they read a screenplay via Zoom, Pedro Pascal can't stop laughing at one of the lines, because it was his first time reading the script.
I also leave you this. I also leave you. I also leave you this liquid nitrogen-cooled cylinder of my hyperviral sperm in case you're lesbian.
A video of Pedro Pascal driving was spread on the internet, and it can be seen that there were hundreds of messages on his cell phone that he had not read. He then gave a clarification about it.
500. That's because I don't know how to erase things.
You have so many people who think that you don't
No, it's not the truth. I'll call them. I'll get a text and I'll call them instead of read the text. And they won't answer me. I'm the neglected one.
On The Tonight Show, Jimmy Fallon and Pedro Pascal were talking about Pedro's character in the Kingsman movie, where his character had a lasso and a whip as a weapon.
I felt more confident with the whip. I enjoyed it more.
Later, Pedro showed how to crack a whip, and it almost hit Jimmy in the face.
Stop! Just stop that right now! Put it down! Put it down, I'll get security. Security!
What's your favorite Pedro Pascal moments? Let us know in the comments below.
How many takes did you have to do of that?
I had to do it for like 4 months.